Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin, we'll talk about altcoins, we'll talk about the news. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys. I've got some stuff planned, so we'll try to get through the news pretty quick so I can show you some of this stuff, and I'll do my very best to get to your questions and try to troubleshoot your problems on the fly. So let's get this thing started. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm here again with the rig in the background and the lights, cameras, action, microphone. Everything seems to be working. Let's double check. Yeah, mic is on. That sounds good. All right. So let's jump right in. Let's go over here. A lot of people here greeting me. Thank you. I'm glad to have everybody here. Dan is here. Good to have you, Dan. So we have a moderator in case I am oblivious to your questions while I'm trying to explain something. Get through. So welcome, Wayne C. I guess Wayne C. also has the Cool Wallet, which I did a video on the Cool Wallet. Let's see if we can... Yeah, I just posted a video on the Cool Wallet, which I better find this darn thing, shouldn't I? Yeah, it's around here somewhere. Yeah, there we go. So we'll play around with that a little bit tonight. I just dropped the video yesterday. Seems to be doing okay. Come on now, click. There we go. So Wayne C. is here talking about the Cool Wallet. Not that he has a cool. Okay, he just said he doesn't have it. I thought he did. But yeah, he pointed out something which was kind of interesting about the seed phrase. If you choose to generate the seed phrase from the Cool Wallet directly, it gives you numbers, which sort of is weird because a seed phrase is supposed to be words, but because the wallet, the way it works, I guess they needed to use numbers. But there's a table which you can use, which I'll talk about in a second. Let's, okay, Mr. David is here. J.R. Bizzle, 1984. A person with a Russian name from Ukraine. I don't mean to cast any aspersions on you. I know the Russians and the Ukrainians aren't getting along very well, but the names look similar. I guess it still uses Cyrillic. Is that the word for the alphabet? Cyrillic alphabet. Sorry if I didn't mean to offend you if I said Russian. I once called an Israeli girl Iranian, and she was pretty upset at me. I didn't know. She looked Mid-Eastern. She had an accent, and she asked me, "What do you think I am?" And I said, "I don't know. Are you Iranian?" And she goes, "No, I'm Israeli." That wasn't too cool. This was in Southern California. A lot of Iranians and Israelis in the valley, the San Fernando Valley. Anyway, Ryan is here. Treb3, Job B, JDO is here. Wonderful. JDO, great idea about doing a little DeFi section during the live stream. So I'm going to try to get through a bunch of all that good stuff. Barbara K is here again. Thank you. What's up, you filthy bastards? Oh, I guess YouTube flagged that. Somebody flagged it. Not cool. Okay, I guess I shouldn't have said it either. All right. Let's go ahead and jump into the news. I've got the market wrap. First of all, market's been kind of boring lately. The current price of Bitcoin, according to Crypto.com. Oh, it's finally moved a tad. Well, isn't that amazing? All right, let's take a look at that. Brought to you by our friends at Crypto.com, who I've been partnered with for several years now. Great app for buying, selling, trading, swapping, depositing, withdrawing crypto, staking crypto. They've even got NFTs integrated now, so a cool platform. And I like to use it for checking the latest price of Bitcoin. And lo and behold, Bitcoin has pushed up over the 40,000 500 mark. It's been kind of clinging for dear life to the $40,000 mark, which I guess is called support at this point. But just over the last hour, a couple hours, it's gone back up. It was like 40,200, 40,300, back down to $40,010, and all of a sudden now it's back up. Yay! So good. So we're here. Of course, we were, a week or two last week. I don't remember when we hit 47. We hit the 200-day moving average and bounced off that hard, crashing all the way back down to 43, was it? I can't remember. And then we were just barely clinging to 40,000. So, I think last week is when I said I'll take 43 if I can get 43. Maybe it was the week before that we had the drawback from the 47 mark. But anyway, Bitcoin's hanging in there. The rest of the alt mark's hanging in there. Alt market is hanging in there. And let's take a look at, this little article here if you're interested to get yourself caught up. What's going on? NFTs, which were really hot in 2021, are sort of taking a breather, I suppose. And let's get this out of here. Although the meme coins have been pumping lately, I don't know if this has anything to do with the whole Elon Musk hubbub, but I think there were some, I think AMC, the movie company, has enabled people to pay with crypto on their app, and you can pay in Dogecoin and Shiba Inu, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. I didn't include that as one of our news stories, but maybe that's why the meme coins are pumping. I'm not a huge fan of meme coins. I look for a coin that has value, a proposition, a use case, and meme coins just seem to be, I don't know what they're good. What are they good for? Right? I guess you can use them as payment. They are cryptos, whatever. All right, and so yeah, we had some resistance at 46 and support at 37. We probably dipped a little below 40,000 over the last couple of days, maybe. So we'll see. Upside target was 50. Well, yeah, I'd like to see it break 50. It's been a while since it's been over 50, right? And there have been some major hacks on some NFT sites. We're going to talk a little bit tonight about the new Ledger Nano Plus and its new feature of what they call clear signing, which is their answer to blind signing. Blind signing became necessary because there was no way to sign certain transactions without enabling blind signing. So we'll talk about that a little bit. But anyway, there were some hacks on some exchanges, maybe not due to blind signing or whatever, maybe. I'm not sure. So that has cooled off the NFT market. And then we had SHIB and Doge kind of rallying. And then Waves and Luna are down, which is kind of a bummer. But we'll talk about Luna a little bit tonight, too. In fact, I have an article about Luna and the advantages of the Terra US dollar, their stablecoin, UST. And we'll play around with some UST tonight as well. Binance US has enabled it. You can buy it, but you cannot withdraw it in native Luna format. It's kind of weird, which is kind of where Coinbase Pro and Coinbase are as far as Luna, right? You can't withdraw Luna. You can buy wrapped Luna, but in order to withdraw it or make use of it over in the Terra platform, you need to have native Luna. So we'll talk about it. You're probably wondering, what the heck am I babbling about? But it's a good interview. He talks about the current model now. We've got US Tether, which is the biggest stablecoin, I believe, right now. And then US Dollar Coin, which is also a big stablecoin that is out of the company called Circle. And they're doing all kinds of things to get banking regulated, or bank approval or interaction with banks. It's another good news story that I forgot to post tonight. I read these news stories, and then after a day or two, they're not around anymore. It's hard to find, and then I forget. But that was big news that Circle was involved with banking. Let's call it Circle UST. Nah. What am I doing? USDC, right? Let's see if we can get this. Boom, 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 boom. Funding round. Oh, BlackRock partnership. BlackRock. Ooh, the dark side. So, Circle is a centralized authority that issues the U.S. dollar coin, and so is Tether. I can't remember the name of the company that owns Tether, but they're also centralized. So we have cryptocurrency, which is decentralized, and that is the spirit of cryptocurrency. And then we have these stable coins, which are centralized. And so in this interview, Do Kwon talks about the advantages of the decentralized nature of Terra US dollar, or UST, and how it is related to their native Luna token. So in order, to mint UST, you have to sell Luna, and vice versa. You have to sell UST to get Luna. Luna is kind of a interesting system. But we have a thing called the Terra Bridge, which we can use tonight to get our stable coin that we get over on Binance US over into the Terra Station wallet. I played around with a little bit. I think I'll be able to do it. So anyway, right? So we'll play around with that. It's a good article. Talks about the advantages of a decentralized stablecoin as opposed to the centralized coins, which are tied in with all of this KYC and all this compliance, and your privacy is sacrificed when you're dealing with KYC requirements. So if Circle is partnering with BlackRock in order to get approval for bank stablecoin issuance and whatever, you can be certain that there will be regulations tied to that, which will suck us into this whole KYC thing. And in order to cash out your US dollar coin, you'll need whatever. So anyway, pretty cool article about what Luna and UST are all about. And then more news from Russia. If you remember a few months back, there was a story about Russia banning crypto, which caused the market to tank. And it turned out that it didn't pan out, right? We always get this ever since 2017, India's going to ban Bitcoin. India's not going to ban Bitcoin. China's going to ban Bitcoin. China's not going to ban Bitcoin. China banned Bitcoin, but people still use Bitcoin. Russia's going to ban Bitcoin. No, Russia's not going to ban Bitcoin or cryptos. It's just on and on and on and on. But this is a good news about Russia and what's going on. And since the Russia-Ukrainian thing, the interest or the effect that Russian decisions and news are having on the crypto market in general is somewhat filtered, diluted. Let's say that, diluted, because they're supposed to be outliers now, right? So nobody's supposed to care that Russia is legalizing crypto, but they didn't really. So the story goes is that, wow, Pomp it tweeted, the Russian government and central bank have just reached an agreement on cryptocurrencies. Both organizations will treat Bitcoin and crypto assets as currencies. Whee! And then CZ from Binance said Russia will legalize crypto for payments. Surprise, surprise. Yay, yay, yay. And then it turned out, no, wasn't really. This news story was premature. And so both Pomp and CZ deleted their tweets. It's just, so I don't know what's going on with Russia, but they're about to pass this regulation or law concerning crypto. And so, in a sense, I still think it's good news, even though they're not going to go as far as some thought, right? But here we are. Interesting story. And then, yeah, I've got this story queued up because Ledger has released their Ledger Nano S Plus, which I have. And I set one up. I'm starting to do a setup video on it, but I'm going to talk about how it works. We'll explore this clear signing thing together because I didn't think about it when I was setting it up. I haven't even played around with it yet, but we'll see how it works, if it works, when it works. Let's see. The Ledger Nano S Plus is the 6th hardware wallet produced by Ledger since the company introduced the first wallet, HW1, back in 2015. Been around a while, right? Nano Plus combined with the recent support of clear signing technology through Ledger Live. So is clear signing Ledger Live, or is it Ledger? Is it hardware? Is it software? We don't know, right? Because most of the platforms that required blind signing were not in Ledger Live. You were over in Metamask trying to do DeFi, right? Like in Avalanche or Binance Smart Chain or some other thing where, you know, you tried to authorize a transaction and it failed because you had to enable blind signing. So we'll see. I think I mentioned this last week. They said it's been, I don't know, at least 7 or 8 times that they've texted me and say, we're going to be working on your internet this morning, so you might have some issues. And then at the end of the day, they send another text and say, we were unable to complete upgrade in your area. We will try again some other time. And then they text you again and say that they're working. It's been at least 8 times. But our internet was down a couple days ago. It was brutal. Having the internet down in this house is pretty tough because we're completely reliant on the internet for everything, right? We don't have cable. Everything is streaming. We have an LG smart TV, and, you know, we use Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, HBO Max, Apple TV. It's all through the internet, right? We don't watch commercial TV. So when the internet's down, there's no TV, there's no computers, there's just the gadgets, right? The phones and the iPad. Anyway, so let's jump in. Let me see what people are saying. Oh, yeah. What are we going to do, right? We're going to go back over here. Eddie Dean, thank you. Let me read what you're doing there. Let's pop out chat and move it over to the other screen, right? And let's see, we got this one. Boom. I still don't like the light when I'm over on this side. I keep trying to get the light right, but it doesn't seem to be doing what I want it to do. But anyway, all right, let's see. Mr. Dean, thank you so much. Have you gone down the rabbit hole concerning Lobster Wallet, Quantum Stellar Initiative, Quantum Financial System, new stock market on Stellar? It might be interesting to look into sometime, or a scam. Now, I did a video on the Lobster Wallet a long time ago, and it's a phone-based wallet. And let me see if I still have it on my phone or not. I don't think I do. It doesn't look like I do. I think it seemed to work fine when I installed it and did the video. But I had a lot of people, like, the video is way old now. It's several years old. And I was getting people coming in and saying, Lobster Wallet is a scam. You hear a lot of that, you know. The people that don't understand tech and screw things up tend to blame outside forces rather than take responsibility. I'm not saying that's what's going on with Lobster, but I heard a lot of people saying Lobster Wallet was a scam, and I was kind of like, it just seemed like a wallet to me. It was just a a non-custodial wallet that you downloaded for your phone, and it was Stellar centric. But I haven't really been following Stellar that closely. I was gung-ho for Stellar back in 2017. I had a lot of Stellar and was waiting for it to make me rich, and it never did. I kind of got tired of waiting, and I dumped some of it. I know I bought some back, but I don't think I have a large a position in Stellar as I did back in 2017. I bought it when it was relatively cheap. But I bought a lot of stuff in 2017 that was kind of high, and then during the crypto winter of 2018 and 19, I held those coins negative for a long time. ADA, Stellar, and XRP spring to mind. And I think I got tired of waiting on Stellar and XRP and dumped them, but then bought some back. But ADA did well for me, right? I had bought a bunch of ADA back when it was $1 back in 2017, and then kept adding to my position as it kept going down. And then when it finally did break $1 and go to $2 and, briefly for $3, it was good. But no, I don't know what's going on with Quantum Stellar, and I haven't played around with the Lobster wallet in a while. I'll check into it and see where we go. All right, Mr. David dropped $10. Mr. David was asking me about how to tip. I think he figured it out. I told him, I said, I think you need to be logged in to your YouTube account when you're watching the live stream in order to do it, right? I think you can watch any YouTube video without being logged into your YouTube account. But in order to comment in a live stream, I believe you have to be logged into your YouTube account. And if you want to tip, I believe you have to have some sort of payment method attached to your Google or YouTube account. Oh, you saw that video, that's why you asked. Yeah, it's been a really long time since I did Lobster. And a lot of times I'll do a video because it's topical or it's something I'm interested in, and then I'll empty the wallet out after I've done the video, and then at some point I'll just delete the wallet completely, and I'll have a backup phrase for it somewhere, for the empty wallet that and then I could restore it, but I haven't with Lobster. Wasn't that crazy about Lobster? It didn't seem to work that great. So anyway. Okay, so let's see. We wanted to talk a little bit about Cool Wallet. I did a video on Cool Wallet, which I talked to you guys about. Yeah. So, and interestingly, during the video, when you wrote down the seed phrase, which was securely generated from the card, it gave you numbers. And I found this thing here, which is the table for the numbers that you wrote down, and they were like 4-digit numbers, or sometimes longer, right? Let's see, how far does we go down here? Yeah, five digit, all right. But each 5-digit number corresponds to a word in the table, but it's not the number. I thought, well, maybe they're just using the numbers of the BIP39. Let's see, abandon ability, right? Are those the first two? Yeah, it's the same list, but they have their own numbers associated with them. So, I mean, if you are meticulous, you could write down the phrase in words if you wanted to, right? I used a 24-word phrase for the Cool Wallet, and if I wanted to, and they were these 5-digit numbers, and then I could write it down as words, save this PDF somewhere, and then if I were ever needed to retrieve it, I would simply match the word to the number, right? But I do have the numbers written down on a card somewhere over here. I don't know what I did with it, but I do, right? I could just come from the numbers too. The nice thing about the numbers is that there are only 10 digits, and it's kind of hard to confuse one for the other, right? The English alphabet has D and B and O and U and number or letters that can easily, if not written properly, can be mistaken for another, or if you can't see it clearly enough, you could mistake one letter for another. So numbers don't suffer from that, but they aren't very mnemonic, right? If I see, if I see 24 5-digit numbers in a row, I'm not going to be able to memorize them, right? But if I see 24 English words that I recognize when I see them, then that could conceivably be put into memory if you wanted to carry your crypto around like that. And that is a way that you could carry crypto, even if you were searched, down to the micro. If you memorize your 24-word recovery phrase, then you could go restore it anywhere, right? But anyway, enough about that. I want to dive into Ledger Live, and I got some stuff I want to do in Ledger Live. So let's take a look here. Let's go ahead and get it big. Now, let's see. Let's take a look at the stuff. Well, the first thing you'll do if you go into Ledger Live, you want to make sure you're running the latest version of Ledger Live. If you're not running the latest version of Ledger Live, you should see a bar at the top that says that your software needs to be updated. If you're way, 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 way out of date on your Ledger Live, then you may not be able to update, right? Either the update bar won't show up, or if it does show up and you click on it, it won't download the latest version, right? So, but it's not a big deal. You can always go over to the Ledger website, right? And just go to the download, or the Ledger Live download for desktop, and just drop it into your downloads folder on your computer. Actually, you don't even have to do that. You can just pull this up and say, oh, okay, so the latest version of Ledger Live is 2.40.2, right? So let's go over here and let's look in settings, and we'll go to About, and there it is, Ledger Live version 2.40.2. So I can confirm that I'm running the latest version of Ledger Live. If you're running like version 1.7 or whatever, and you can't update, all you really have to do is quit Ledger Live. Just quit it, right? Just quit the app, download the latest version, and run it, and it will, when the next time you launch it, it'll be the latest version, right? It's not like the firmware. The firmware, you can get stuck, right? All right, so Ledger Live all the way up to date. We got to do that. And then you'll want to run over to the you'll want to check the manager. Whoops. Let's put this back here. And if there's a little dot down here, it means it's time that something on the device needs to be updated. Either the firmware or some of the apps, right? I saw an interesting thing on the bottom of the Ledger Nano S Plus, and it said that Ledger Live is open source and developer friendly. I did not know that Ledger Live was open source. Now I know that the device, the firmware on the device, is proprietary, although it is tested rigorously by third parties and agencies, compliance agencies or whatever. But what goes on inside of it is kind of a black box, right? But it does generate random private keys. But I did not know that Ledger Live software is open source. Now, I knew that developers for different chains had to write app software, right, for the apps that run on the device. Like the Polkadot team helps write the Polkadot app. The Luna team helps write the Luna app. All the apps that get approved and put into Ledger Manager are written by the developers of the respective coins or blockchains, right? So here we go. We've got our, let's go ahead and do this. Let's see. Let's turn this camera on. Let's get it closer here. Let's zoom on in. And let's take a look at our brand new Ledger Nano Plus, Ledger Nano S Plus, right? So this is a brand new device. I just got it set up earlier today. Now, what I'd like to, I'll go ahead and enter the PIN real quick. Let's take care of that. The buttons are on the top, just like the old Ledger Nano S Plus. But the screen looks bigger, a little better. Apparently there's more storage. And supposedly it implements this clear signing technology. But I'm still a little bit confused if it's Ledger Live or it's the device. Ah, doggone it. After all that, I put in the wrong pin. All right, let's just focus on getting this pin entered. I was down to the last damn digit and then hit both buttons. All right. All right, so I just entered my PIN and then should ask me to, okay, I guess it's not going to ask me to authorize Ledger Live because I've already done this. But as I was talking about, all of these apps are written or in conjunction with the developers of the respective chains, right? I'm sure Ledger has some APIs that they share or some kind of, whatever the code base, right? But I guess, which I did not realize, that the Ledger Live code base is completely open source. So let's see, what the hell does that mean? If you ask me what the hell that means, let's go to GitHub and see if it's there. Ledger HQ, Ledger Live Desktop, GitHub. Okay. So GitHub is a code repository where developers can go and look at open source code. You could download the Ledger Live Desktop code base to your computer if you had a development environment set up and actually look at the code, play around with the code, write new functions, fix bugs, all that kind of stuff. Now, I'm sure that there's a board or some sort of decision-making group that decides, whether a code, someone that writes new code, whether it's a bug fix or a feature, gets uploaded to, the main branch, right? You can't I'm just not going to run in there and type some gobbledygook and it's not going to just upload to the code base, unless it gets approved. There's a chain of command, right? But anybody could conceivably submit code or app code, right, for the Ledger device, right? So I did not know that. Interesting. So there we go. Ledger Live Desktop. It's cool stuff. After we update our device and we update our software on our device, then we're ready to roll, right? And so what I wanted to tell you was that, as you know, I have a Ledger Nano X, which is my go-to device, but I also have an older Ledger Nano S, and I just got this new Ledger Nano S Plus. So I'm not really going to use it to replace my flagship Ledger Nano X, right? It's not, the Ledger Nano X is still a bigger device with storage. Let's see, the capacity 1.28 megabytes. I guess that's bigger than the old Ledger Nano S, but I'm assuming smaller than the storage space of the Ledger Nano X, right? Because when you put Bitcoin on the old Ledger Nano S, it took up a lot more space, like almost a little less than half, it seemed like. So yes, the Ledger Nano S Plus has more storage. So what I did that setup video and generated a random private key for a blank setup. But then before the live stream, I went ahead and did a restore to this device of the seed phrase for my Ledger Nano S. So the Ledger Nano S had some apps and some wallets on it, and it also had a 24-word backup phrase. Well, I just took my brand new Ledger Nano S Plus and did a restore using that original 24-word recovery phrase of my Ledger Nano S. So why would I do that? Well, that way I can migrate all of those wallets into this new device without actually having to do like wallet-to-wallet transfers, which costs fees, right? So basically the devices are now mirrored, right? They both are connected. They both generated the exact same wallets, right? Because they both have the same master private key. What the heck am I talking about? All right, so let's look at the Ledger Nano Bitcoin, this Bitcoin account, right? If I say receive and continue, it tells me to open the Bitcoin app, which I will do. I'll hit both buttons. Right, and it should generate a Bitcoin address for me, which it did, right? Now you're saying, well, big deal, right? Well, that is the old account that was on my Ledger Nano S. So Ledger Live thinks that this is my Ledger Nano S, because it is interchangeable with the Ledger Nano S, right? I can disconnect this guy. Actually, where is... I'm going to need... yes, here we go. Okay. Cables. Let's see. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I'll just... gonna disconnect the... All right, I'll go ahead. I'm going to disconnect this new Plus, and I'm going to connect my Ledger Nano S, my old one, right? We'll go ahead and enter the PIN. All right, and now take a look. Right, this is the old device, right? You can see the screen looks slightly different, right? And the device is more squarish, right? This device, the newer one has rounded edges, and the Ledger Nano X, the older one, has like squared edges, right? So I have the old one connected, right? Now let's do another receive and see what happens. It says, oh, you better open the Bitcoin app, right? Notice the interface is slightly different, right? So let's go ahead and open the Bitcoin app. And let's see what happens. There, okay. So the older device has a smaller screen, and notice that it can't fit the entire address on one screen, so I have to kind of scroll through it. Whoops, all the way here to approve. But what I've just demonstrated now is that when you restore a Ledger device with an existing seed phrase, you've created a new wallet. You've migrated an existing, you've migrated an existing wallet into that device, right? And you didn't need to transfer any crypto at all. So a lot of you might have Ledger Nano S, and you've got crypto, and you're constantly like shuffling apps on and off of it because it doesn't hold as much. Let's take a look now, as a matter of fact, while we've got it connected. What was it, 1 point something megabyte? We're going to allow Ledger Manager. Notice that I've got two apps on the old one, right? There we go. Now see how much room Bitcoin is taking up on the old one? 138K is the capacity, right? So the Ledger Nano S Plus, the newer one, has got a lot more capacity, right? So, and the easiest way to get all of your crypto and all of your accounts is to just, instead of setting it up as new, restore it using the seed phrase of your older Ledger Nano S. And in addition to making it the easier, that way you won't have to do anything to Ledger Live, right? All of the accounts you have in Ledger Live will still be compatible with the new device once you restore from that original seed phrase, right? In my case, there's only this one Bitcoin account and then that Monero account, but that's like done with a third-party wallet. So I'm just going to get this thing out. All right, so that's kind of cool, right? We got ourselves a brand new Ledger Nano S Plus that holds more crypto. It's good stuff. Holds more apps at the same time. You know, the old one could hold a lot of cryptos. You just had to shuffle apps on and off of it, which was a pain, right? Now, this clear signing thing. I'm going to go ahead and connect this guy back. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Oh, yeah, there was something I forgot to do, which I'll show you when I did my restore, which I'd forgotten, because I had done it earlier when I set it up as new. And I'll just demo that for you guys here. All right. When you have a Ledger device, and for me, I use it at home quite often, it goes to sleep after 10 minutes, which I find pretty irritating. So one of my first orders of business is to hold down both buttons for a minute or two, a second or two. Go into settings, click both buttons. Go into, scroll over to security, hit both buttons. And then we're going to go to pin lock. I'm going to turn pin lock off. No pin lock. And then I'm going to turn off screensaver. So no screensaver. Those two things really kind of bug me. Let's go down to back, and then over here to back again, get back to the home screen. Now, you may notice, and this bothers me, when I'm looking at the device, it looks fine, right? But when I'm filming the device, I can see a flicker. So whatever kind of lighting they're using, it's not as good as the Ledger Nano X. When I demo the Ledger Nano X on my camera, I don't see that flicker. So somehow they found a way to make the element slightly cheaper. I don't know, right? But it is definitely a bigger screen, right? We have so much more real estate on the screen, right? So when we look at Bitcoin addresses, they don't need to like spread it across several screens, which is nice, right? And so we're going to do some consolidation of Bitcoin. And one of the first things I'll do is I'm going to move the Bitcoin from this ledger, the Bitcoin account that's associated with this ledger. It was my old Ledger Nano S, and it still is. And that's another point. You don't have to throw away the old. The older device will still work, even when you restore to a new device. I know some people, it's confusing. Some people will go, well, will the old device, what about the Bitcoin on the old device? Well, it'll still be there. It's not really on the device, right? The Bitcoin is on the blockchain, and you've just like upgraded your key a bit to a better key, right? So anyway, I wanted to do some Bitcoin consolidation. So we'll take this Bitcoin main here, and we'll do a receive. Now, because I have the older, because I have a different device attached, this is not my Ledger Nano X, I'm not going to do the check, right? Notice the check will say something like, oops, something went wrong, right? Because it's not the right device. We can take it to its fruition, right? It's going to go, this is not the device that this account is associated with, right? So we're going to say don't have our device so we can get a Bitcoin address. Ledger Live can generate a Bitcoin address for us. Right? Now I'm going to go back over to the other account, this guy. This is the account associated with the Ledger Nano Plus. Let's do a send to that other account, right? I just want to show you that you can move Bitcoin back and forth between your wallets. Easy peasy, right? We'll go ahead and just clean this old Bitcoin wallet out because I'm not really using it. All right, and now we need to review the outputs. Let's use the right button. My right, my left. All right, whatever. Let's hit both buttons. Okay, then we did confirm the Bitcoin blockchain fees. We'll hit both buttons there, and away we go. So I just did a wallet-to-wallet transfer, and yes, it cost me some fees. Right? It probably would have been better to just leave it on there, but I just feel like I want to consolidate a little bit tonight and show you guys how to do all this. All right? All right, so now we're done with this device. We can get unplugged. Just turn this thing off. You don't see. Oh, we're gonna look at the clear signing. What is that clear signing thing? Let's look. Damn it! I gotta put this thing back together again. Put in my pin again. Let's do it just for the heck of it. I want to see what is clear signing. Maybe we'll have to do some research tonight and try and figure it out. Maybe I should have done it before the live stream. I don't know. All right. So blind signing would be in the Ethereum app. So let's go ahead and install the Ethereum app on the Ledger Nano Plus and see what happens. All right, so we'll go ahead and install Ethereum. That's pretty cool. Oh, you can see what's going on over here. All right, there it goes. And so now we have Ethereum. All right, let's get out momentarily. Let's go into the Ethereum app, and let's go into settings and see what's in settings. All right, let's hit settings. Blind signing. Blind signing not enabled. Okay, we knew that, but you can enable it still, right? If I want to. Hit both buttons, blind signing is enabled. Hit both buttons again, not enabled. Let's try the next setting. Debug data contract, not display. Okay, that's not displayed. Back. All right, so settings-wise on the device, I don't see anything different about clear signing, right? So, but we're going to leave the device off. I'm sorry, we're going to leave blind signing off just to see what the heck's going on here. I don't know what this clear signing thing is all about and how it works, right? I'm assuming that you'll go to a site that used to require you to enable blind signing, and now it should work, right? Because clear signing. And I would assume that would be over here in swap somehow, or in the buy-sell thing. And I don't see NFTs, right? So let's look in this account should have some NFTs, but I don't see it. I think I need to get in it. Nope, I still don't see NFTs. I thought there was like an area where, oh, it's a show. Oh, that would be show more. Oh, here. No. Where? Okay. Somebody tell me where NFTs are. I thought they let's look at this one. Oh, okay. They're down here. Right, so yeah, there's like an area that displays NFTs. But I would have to go to Rarible to like trade this NFT, and I guess once I'm on Rarible, then I don't have to worry about blind signing anymore. I don't know. I came to this woefully unprepared, right? Okay, so Dan is pulling his weight tonight, JDO. Okay, Crypto Hive Mind obviously has a question. Dad, do you know a cold wallet that lets you store ADA straight off the exchange? Oh, you asked this question before, Crypto Hive Mind. I don't want to sound facetious, but I guess the first thing that came to my mind when you asked that question was, what do you mean by third-party wallet? There is no, and unless you're talking about something that's not Ledger Live. Well, anything that's not Ledger Live is basically a third-party wallet, as far as ADA is concerned, right? There is no ADA support in Ledger Live, right? So any wallet is third party, right? But you were asking about Cool Wallet, and Cool Wallet supports ADA, right? And Cool Wallet is a hardware wallet, right? So if we look at Cool Wallet, which Coolbit X, that's the app. Right. Notice that I can put Cardano in there if I want. Right. So let's see. Oh, I would do like this. I would do, whoops. Actually, that's it, right? The Cardano address. What the heck I forgot how to do this now. That's the Cardano address. No, I don't want to edit the label. Oh, okay. So we hit, it's kind of funky the way the wallet works. We hit receive, and then we tell it what we want to receive, right? It would be easier if you just tapped on the thing you wanted to receive, but whatever. Right, so we go down here, and we'll go to ADA, right? There's the ADA address of the Cool Wallet. We can share this with ourselves. Right? And then we can go over to, I've got an ADA wallet over here. First of all, I'm going to need to check my mail. If Apple lets me check my mail, they do. Okay. There's the ADA address of the Cool Wallet. And then let's go over to my current ADA wallet. My current ADA wallet, I'm using Eternal. If you're talking about Cardano, the native wallet for Cardano would be Daedalus, right? So maybe when you say third-party wallet, you mean anything except Daedalus, right? But Daedalus can pair with a Ledger device. So anyway, here's our CC wallet, CC Vault main. Let's go ahead and do a send of, and we'll paste in the address we got from the Cool Wallet. Right, and we'll just send a small amount. Let's just send 10. Spending password. There it goes, pending out. We'll give that a minute or two. Ever since the Cardano network got its first DEX, it's been running really slow. I'm starting to lose faith in Cardano. Especially since the price of Sunday has not... I thought I was going to be rich when I bought some Sunday swap, but I don't think so. Okay, so let me see. Maybe you've been replying to me as I've been talking here. The Nano X has 1.8 of storage and can hold up to 100 cryptocurrencies. The Nano S and X support over 1,000 tokens and coins, but you can only load up to 3 on the former and up to 100 on the latter. Nice synopsis there, Todd. So with the plus being 1 point something, 1.2, it wasn't 1.8 for sure. You know, it was less than the Ledger Nano X. So, but now the Ledger Nano X, I have to be honest with you. My feeling when they announced this Ledger Nano S was that why make a mid-range wallet? Why not create a new flagship wallet? But I guess the problem that they had as a company was that people didn't want to spend $150 on a Ledger Nano X. They were only willing to spend $79 or whatever it was on the Ledger Nano S. And so they were like, okay, let's make the S better, and it won't be as expensive as the Ledger Nano X, right? What are the price points of these, right? Let's see. Ledger Nano S Plus is what? $79. Right? Ledger Nano 79, right? Ledger Nano S was 59, right? So $20 bump for a much better product for all the people that could only afford the Ledger Nano S and were unwilling to spend the money on the Ledger Nano X, which was twice the price, right? $150. I've talked about this. I mean, and it's like, dude, if you're using this to store thousands of dollars worth of crypto, then, dude, spring for the X. What's the deal? You're worried about $60 and you're protecting thousands and thousands of dollars worth of crypto, and you're like worried about spending $60 to get the better product? Well, people are people. Cheap is cheap. Whatever. They decided to put out a product that was $20 more, so that was a little bit better, rather than like put out a much better, all the bells and whistles Ledger Nano X. I guess they figure the Ledger Nano X is as good as it's going to get. I don't know. It's an odd product in the sense that bigger is not better, right? Like if it's like an iPhone, they get bigger and bigger and bigger. The screen gets bigger and bigger and bigger, which is fine. But you get to a point with a Ledger device, you don't need it to be the size of that's why the Ledger Nano Blue thing went away, right? Who wants to carry around like a tablet with them, right? So they have to keep it small, but not too small. And it would be nice if it was bigger, but not too much bigger. So, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird market niche. So, whatever. They created a slightly more expensive Ledger Nano S. And I was kind of hoping that they'd have a bigger, better X, but they don't. Like, whatever. What are they going to do? Charge $200 for the Ledger Nano X Plus? Whatever. Well, Trezor has a $200 wallet, too. I don't know, right? The Trezor Model T is almost $200, right? So I don't know. That's what they did. Let's see what's going on with our cool wallet. Let's take a look. Do we get any ADA yet? I'm probably going to be a while before we get any ADA, if we do. No, it's not in the wallet yet. It should be soon, right? We can look over here and see that it's still pending, right? We could refresh this. I don't know if that's going to help me much. Transactions, right? It says... Oh, that's an old one. Oh, it's still pending. Okay. It's going to take a while. It might even fail, right? ADA used to be really nice, man. It was like so easy to send and receive ADA. It was fast. And then they came out with their upgrade that allowed, smart contracts or DEXs. And now it's like, sorry, Charles. Okay. Mr. David, did you... Okay. No, you can just... I have 3. Okay. 311 confirmations now? Yes, numerous times. Mr. David, I'm not sure. You said you transferred some Bitcoin from Coinbase into your Ledger device, and you saw, I don't know, this on your receiving end. Confirmations? Not confirmed. One, I'm not sure. You looked at it on the blockchain and you were looking at the number of there's one confirmation and you're saying it's like been confirming for days. I'm not sure about that. Um, Now, I will say that I know there are people out there that transfer from their wallet to exchanges, and it takes forever because they lower their fee so low that it doesn't get mined on the blockchain. But I don't think that would be the case if you were withdrawing it from Coinbase, right? I don't think you have any control over the fees, right? They give you the fees, and it's a standard Bitcoin blockchain fee, right? So I'm not sure why you're, if it's still doing that, it's weird. Okay. Why crypto not go up, only go down, or stay the same? Yeah, well, that's the eternal question, isn't it? I only remember pain and sadness. I've turned it off a couple of times and then back on. Yes, just wondering if it takes 49 hours sometimes, but the coin should have gone to the receiving address that I sent it to, right? Yes, they should have. Are you, Mr. David, are you saying that it's not showing up in your wallet yet? I thought you were telling me that you could see it, but it just wasn't confirmed yet. So I guess what you're saying is it went out from Coinbase, and you can follow it on the blockchain, and it's not confirming. You can look up the outgoing on the blockchain, right? Let's see what we can, if we can do that. Let's get ourselves signed into Coinbase. Okay, let's get our app going here. Whoops. And let's see, Coinbase 2228749. Okay, we're in Coinbase. I sent some Bitcoin earlier today. So let's take a look at what you were. So you said you sent some Bitcoin out from Coinbase, right? Here's an outgoing transaction. Sent Bitcoin on Bitcoin Network. And then you went, confirmations 48 total. Now I know that Bitcoin is in my wallet already because I got it and then I sent it back to Coinbase, right? And then you went over here and there were 48 confirmations and now it's confirmed. Total 49. So Mr. David said it's been 49 hours and the coins are not in the receiving address. Yeah, okay. I have no problem using ADA, usual transactions. You don't trust Bluetooth. No, you got to trust somebody. Let's see. Did we get this ADA yet in our wallet, our cool wallet? Let's check. Actually, I have found this cool wallet. There it goes. No? Or I think the price just went up a little. It's Bitcoin going up, whatever. I still don't have that Cardano. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's there. Okay. Boom. That was $10 worth of Cardano, and it's in the cool wallet now. So one thing about the cool wallet that I wish it did, which most other wallets do, is when you have a list of coins and you get a balance, it usually bubbles up to the top. So in other words, so you can see there's some Bitcoin in there, and then I scroll down, and then there's some empty coins, right? Some zero balance coins, and then there's that BNB. And then if I go down even further, there's that Binance Smart Chain. And then even further, there's that Cardano. It would be nice that if all of the coins that had a balance just appeared at the top, sorted. Maybe I can do that and I'm just not. Right? Settings. Device list, remove card, manage wallet, alternative currency, notice account. I don't know. I don't see it. Most wallets, like, you can sort by balance. Most wallets automatically sort by balance, right? Which can be frustrating sometimes. But, like, as you can see, Ledger Live sorts by balance, right? The crypto with the highest balance is at the top, right? Sort by highest balance, and you can change that, right? You could sort by lowest balance if you want, or you could sort by alphabetized or whatever, right? I just like keep it at its default, but Cool Wallet doesn't do that for some reason. It's just, I guess it sorts by the order you added them in, because it's not alphabetical either. Right? XRP would be last if it was sorting alphabetical. I don't know. Anyway, it's a cool wallet. And the private key is held on this card, so that when you send out crypto, you have to confirm on the card. It does use Bluetooth to send and receive the request and confirmation, right? But the private key never leaves the device. It's the same with Ledger, right? The cable that connects it to the computer only sends the request and authorization out back and forth. Now, conceivably, I guess, like, your confirmation could be intercepted, but I don't want to, I'm going to go out on a limb here, but if someone were somehow grabbing your confirmation via Bluetooth, I don't even know what good that would do them. I would think maybe they could alter it, maybe intercept the authorization and somehow change the receiving address, but I don't think you can do that. I think I could be wrong, right? But I think that would screw up. I think the transaction, after it's signed, cannot be altered, right? You could see it, but if you tried to alter it, it would become invalid, right? If you tried to get in there and edit the receiving address. So let's say you have 50 Bitcoins on here, right? And you are trying to send it from your wallet to your friend's wallet, right? You're sending your friend 10 Bitcoin. And you use this Cool Wallet, and the private key is not being transmitted across Bluetooth, but the signed transaction, the authorized signature for that outgoing transaction is, and somehow a hacker intercepts it and then tries to change the receiving address of the authorization to his wallet so that the 50 Bitcoins go in his wallet. I don't know that even if you could intercept it, if that would work or not. Like I said, I think a signed transaction is encrypted in such a way that it is unalterable. But I could be wrong about that. Right? And even if that were the case, the attacker would need to be within Bluetooth range. The attacker would need to know that you're going to do this transaction. Is an attacker just going to follow you around all day long and hope that you're going to use the wallet? Or, as you know, he intercepted the email between you and your friend that you're going to meet at this cafe to do this transfer, and so he's there waiting. I mean, or, you know, you and your friend should go somewhere private to do this. I don't know. This whole thing about people don't trust Bluetooth seems like a pretty slim attack surface. Right, the whole Bluetooth thing, but not out of the realm of possibility. I'll give it that. Right. Okay. So I have 3 S's. Want to buy one more recently, but would only consider Plus. It's a personal preference. Makes sense. If all you have now are Ledger Nano S's, extra $20 for a new Plus is a no-brainer, right? And like I did, you could just migrate one of your S's over to the Plus, right? Maybe your go-to wallet, migrate over to the Plus. You don't have to be shuffling apps on and off it anymore. Okay. So let's do a quick transfer with the Cool wallet, just so you can see how it works. I am going to, let's go to Ledger Live. Let's go over to this Bitcoin main where we're consolidating. Let's do a receive. Let's get the address. Let's show the QR code, right? And let's use Cool Wallet. Let's go over here. We're going to do a send. And what if I want to do something so that you can see me? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. So we're going to do this. Okay. This thing has to be on. Right? I'm just going to use this one because I'm bigger. Right. First, I need to turn it on. So let's do that. Let's click here. Okay, there it goes. Boom. Hello, I'm here. Right, there we go. There's that Bitcoin. Right. Now, let's do this. We're going to tap our phone. That's not what I want. Oh, first I need to put in amount. There's the amount. Oh, the to field. The to field. Now we're going to need that, right? Oh, we're going to scan the QR code. I forgot. Okay, there we go. So we got the address, we got the amount. Let's hit next. And now we're going to hit confirm. All right, it wants my Face ID. It wants me to switch on the card. That's all good, well and good. The card is on. Oh, now it's off. Okay, that was weird. I just turned it on. Okay, there. Now it sees the card. And I should get a little thing telling me I need to authorize this. I'm going to let you see it on the phone before I switch over to the card. I have the card. We're within Bluetooth range. Hopefully no one is sitting outside with their Bluetooth intercept. Okay, there it is. All right. Now we're going to okay, we'll click the button. There's the amount we're sending. Click the button again. Now it tells me to press the button after I press the button. There, send. All right, let's do, you missed it. Okay, it went out. Done. All right, and then it should just take us back to the home screen, but it leaves us here thinking that we're not done yet. But it's just empty, right? There's no, like, you go, did it go out? Did it not go? If I hit next, it's like, whoa, wait a minute. So it actually should just take us back here. It would be better, right? Now we can go to history, and we can pop this down. Another thing about Cool Wallet, it doesn't seem to show pending. It will show completed in the history, but not pending. So as far as, I mean, I saw that it authorized me, but I still see the balance in this Bitcoin wallet. But other than that, it's a pretty cool wallet. I like it. I like it. It's pretty neat. So we should be getting $50 worth of Bitcoin in here in a bit. And then let's go ahead and disconnect. Oh, that came in pretty quick. That's from the Cool wallet, right? So we got 2 small transfers of Bitcoin, one from the Ledger Nano S Plus and the other from the Cool wallet. Although Cool wallet still shows the balance. Right? Cool wallet still shows that there's Bitcoin here. Yeah. See, it might show it for a bit too. Oh, okay, there. Oh, I'm sorry. It does show pending, right? Shows this outgoing unconfirmed, right? It's also unconfirmed in Ledger too, right? Not confirmed. But I see it, right? Once I see it, I'm not worried anymore. If it takes 10 days to confirm, so be it, right? It's just going to be in the wallet anyway, but it's not going to take 10 days. All right, now we've got the go-to device attached. Let's go ahead and get that pin entered. I hope I'm doing this right. Sometimes I get like ahead of myself. I put the wrong numbers in for no particular reason. All right, so now we've got this Bitcoin main. We want to consolidate everything in there, right? We got this Bitcoin affiliate. I get some affiliate payments from Ledger and Trezor. Both pay me directly in Bitcoin for all the commissions. So every now and then I look and I see that there's some Bitcoin in this affiliate wallet. The reason it's a older wallet was because back when I set these up, they didn't support native SegWit back then, but they probably do now. I'll probably just give them a new Bitcoin address, but it's fine. I'm just used to it. So affiliate payments come into this wallet, and then I'll generally will consolidate them into the main Bitcoin wallet, which is fine also. So we'll do that receive again. Now I've got the Ledger Nano X attached, so if we want to confirm the address, we can. Right? It wants me to open the Bitcoin app. Right? It's going to say, oh, okay, here you go. Here's the address. It's just a confirmation that this device is paired with that account, right? Because you can get it, you can be using the wrong device or the wrong configuration. So this is a good fail-safe, right? Let's copy that address into our clipboard. Let's go ahead and approve here. Done. Let's go back over to this affiliate account. Same device, right? Just a different account. So I can just do a send, paste in the address of the Bitcoin main account. Let's send the max. We'll hit continue, continue again. And now it's going to connect to the exact same device, right? Bitcoin is already open. And it's going to have me confirm this outgoing transaction. Right, so we'll notice how nice and clean the display looks, right? There's no flicker when I'm using it on the camera. Right, let's confirm. So overall, for me, the Ledger Nano X is better, right? The only thing supposedly that makes the Ledger Nano X Plus unique, something about this clean signing, but if we look into it a little more, I think I would assume if they have invented this clear signing, then it should be on the Ledger Nano X as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm just some dude, right? All right, so that Bitcoin goes to 0. This Bitcoin main should go up to around 2,000, I would think. There it goes. All right. So Bitcoin consolidation. Move Bitcoin around. Between wallets, between devices, but really only moving Bitcoin around on the blockchain, and the devices are just the keys. Keychains, however you want to think of it. All right. Mr. David, it always hurts to lose money, but sometimes it will find you. I have had it happen more than once. I don't know why, but some transactions take longer. Yes, that's true. Money does tend to find you when it gets lost. Or it comes to you in another way, right? You lose 20 bucks and then, a dog comes up and hugs you or something. I don't know. You find a lost dog and he becomes your best friend, whatever. You never know what's going to happen in life, right? Did Ledger have an update recently? Because I cannot confirm on their website. We can check Ledger Nano. We can check. We did this at the beginning, but we can always check Ledger Live here in About and see what version of Ledger Live we're running, right? And then we can go to their website and find out, Where'd I go? Oh, here, sorry. And then we can check here to find out what the latest version of Ledger Live is, right? So they don't need to have an announcement on there. You can just manually see, oh, okay. If I download it directly from their website, it's installer 2.40.2. That's the latest version. So boom, we are running the latest version. They have a new product out, right? But I'm not sure when the last time they updated Ledger Live was. Was it? I don't know if it was last week or a couple days ago. I don't remember updating my Ledger Live anytime recently. It's been maybe a week or so. I think the latest update came out a week or so ago, but before I got my Ledger Nano S Plus. And then you can always check what is the latest thing in Ledger Live, right? So Ledger Live should tell you that there's a update, if there is one. And Manager should tell you if there's an update to the firmware, if there is one, right? So you don't really need to go to Ledger to find out what the latest version of the software or the firmware is, right? We'll allow Ledger Manager, hitting both buttons. And then we were talking about the storage space. Yeah, 1.78. So higher than the Ledger Nano S Plus, right? Bigger screen, just a better device all around. So I'm going to stick with the Ledger Nano X. I got a Ledger Nano S just to see what it is, but I have no use for it, right? I'm an existing Ledger Nano X owner, so I really have no use for the Ledger Nano S Plus. And we read the news story, right? The new Ledger wallet natively supports the secure management of NFTs transaction. Ledger Nano users have been able to store NFTs on their devices through partners. We knew that on Ledger Nano X, and now Ledger software application Ledger Live prioritized NFT support. We knew that. Users can view their NFTs in Ledger Live and securely transact through clear signing. Now that's a little hazy, right? Because we don't buy NFTs on Ledger Live, right? We buy NFTs on Rarible unless they've got Rarible support integrated now, which I don't see. I seem to be wrong. I don't see Rarible on here as a third-party app. Oh, look, Manager wants to update something. What does it want? Let's guess and say it's the Ethereum app, right? No, it's Cosmos Atom. Okay, so it needs to update. Firmware is up to date. Cosmos Atom needs to be updated on the Ledger Nano X. That's because it was on the Ledger Nano X. If it were on the Ledger Nano S, it probably would have said the same thing. Hey, Cosmos needs to be updated. Okay, so Mr. David, hopefully I won't lose my $430. I could have jumped up one update and installed the next one, but actually everything else seems fine. Glad it was not more. Should have remembered. Crypto Hive Mind, Dad, thank you so much. You are the only person on YouTube that has entered to help. Now I can buy one and get these out as gifts for family and friends. Thank you so much. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to manage ADA with Cool Wallet, and it is a hardware solution. And it's a little easier than like dealing with it through a Ledger device where you have to use Daedalus or Ada Lite or Yori or that other Eterna one that I'm using. This is just kind of a self-contained thing that natively supports Cardano. That's one thing that I think is really cool about Cool Wallet is that the number of cryptos that it supports is very nice, very robust, right? Better than Arculus. Although, and someone asked me in the comments, which wallet is better? Arculus or Cool Wallet, right? I don't really like questions like that because I don't like want to have opinions on these things. I try to be objective as I can, right? But they both have their. I don't have my wallet here with me, doggone it. But the Arculus wallet doesn't have an LED, and it doesn't need to be charged. I'm not sure exactly how it works. But when you send crypto out with Arculus, you just hold the card next to your phone, and it does something. Somehow verifies it. I don't know if the phone, the secure element, like never needs to be charged. I really don't know how Arculus works, but it has less moving parts. Whereas Cool Wallet has this, like, there's an LED on here and a power. If a thief stole my wallet and was looking at this, they would think, oh, this looks like some kind of gadget. Whereas the Arculus wallet looks like a credit card and there's no number on it, but I mean, I don't know. But the Arculus doesn't support that many cryptos as it stands. They have an app, right? I just don't have it here with me to show you, but it looks just like Cool Wallet, right? It's just like a credit card. We're still seeing that as an unconfirmed outgoing transaction. You can see that receive 10 ADA, which is pretty cool. But see the Arculus wallet, which I think is really cool, supports a lot of assets, but it doesn't. I think a Cool Wallet has more. Right, total. Most of these are U.S. Tether. I'm sorry, ERC20. Right. Now we wanted to play around with. Ooh, someone sent me a text. I wonder who that is. Oh, okay. Okay. That's okay. All right. So, before I go too far, I'm glad I found your channel in the Brave browser. Hive Mind, good. Mr. Poppycott, my friend, is JBL, is enemy SE Grand Rapids. Fellow nerd, long time no see. Hey, Scott Lee is here. Hey, Scott, I don't see you. Just getting around here somewhere. I love my Trezor T. Haven't had any issues with Adalite. If you're savvy, I don't see any. I use Adalite to manage my ADA with my ledger for a long time. Worked just fine. The only reason I switched over to that Eternal wallet, well, it used to be CC Vault, was because it was compatible with ADA Sunday swap, right? But it's not a bad wallet. It's compatible with Ledger and standalone wallets. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about a little bit is that now Binance US supports UST. Interestingly, let's get logged into that. We had some trouble with Binance US last week trying to get logged in because of their new security whatever. All right, so let's see. We got wallet here. And take note that there is some TerraUSD in here. About $59 worth of TerraUSD. Let's see if they sell Luna. Still don't sell Luna. That's kind of weird. They sell UST, but not Luna. But another interesting thing about TerraUSD is when I try to withdraw, I only have two choices. I can withdraw it as ERC20, which I don't want to do. Or, oh no, I can't believe they've done this to me. Doggone it. I was going to demo this for you guys tonight, and the Binance Smart Chain is unavailable. That bums me out, man. How could they? Ugh. All right. Well, we'll do it with Ethereum, even though it's kind of cheesy. Let's see how much we have left after we do Ethereum. Ethereum fees are somewhat cheaper now. We've got $59 worth of UST. Let's see if we can get it over into Terra Station as native UST, so that maybe we could put it to work and do whatever we want, right? So how are we going to do this, right? So I'm going to have to put it into my wallet in order to do that. So let's turn some of these off here. Don't need all this stuff open. Okay. Let's go into Metamask. I guess it doesn't really matter which wallet I use as long as it's an Ethereum based wallet. Oh, you know, let's do it with a Ledger device. Let's do Ledger H, right? So this is the Ledger Ethereum wallet that I have over here in Ledger Live. I call Ethereum hidden. It's not even hidden. It's just what I call it because for a while there I was hiding it. As a matter of fact, let's talk about that real quick. You can hide accounts, right? So if I don't want anyone to see this Bitcoin account, I can easily edit the account and then remove it. It used to say delete, which was like people, I'm sure that was freaking people out. Delete. Oh no. Now they've refined that to remove from portfolio. And it won't erase the wallet from your device, and you can always re-add the account to Ledger Live. So, but at least it's hidden so that people won't see it, right? So if I have this Ethereum main account, I don't want anyone to see it, I can just remove it. And now, oh, did I do the wrong one? Did I remove main? What did I do? I did something. Dumb. Me dumb. Me dumb. All right, you can do it over here like this. Right. And then you can easily re-add these just by clicking add account. Do the same with any Bitcoin account, and it's going to scan your device, right? You just open up the Ethereum app on your device, and it will find those wallets again. So pretty easy to hide accounts and re-add them easily, right? So like if grandpa and like the cousins come over and you want to show them how to use the wallet, the Ledger Live wallet, you can hide your accounts that have the huge balances, right? So there we go. Those are the accounts. I forget which is which. So we'll just call them Ethereum 1 and 2 for the moment. Ethereum 1, I believe that's what I used to call hidden, right? So we can, right? And then the other one, Ethereum 2, that is, yeah, that's the one that has some uni in it. Let's hit the edit account over here. And we'll just call this one Ethereum main, which is what I called it before. Right, so those are associated with my Ledger device, and I have access to that Ethereum H or Ethereum hidden from my Metamask wallet. Right? If we switch over to the Ethereum network, right? So now we can see we're in, right? There's the Mana and the ZRX and the BAT, which we can see over here, right? Right? Sand. Oh, sand. Is it not showing up here? Do you see sand? SAND. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's sand in it. So it's the same wallet, right? Same device, same wallet, right? Now we want to put some UST in here. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to add support for UST to this wallet. So I can see it, right? And that's really easy to do, or is it? Where's the Ethereum? I'm looking for the Ethereum contract address for UST dollar. I don't see it. Huh. Okay. Alrighty. Well, that's kind of weird. D. Is it going to show up or not, I wonder? All right, let's just throw caution to the wind, right? I know it's going to be in the wallet, so let's get the address. There it is. Let's go back over to Binance US. Let's withdraw on the Ethereum network because their Binance Smart Chain network is down. Poo-poo. That happens a lot. There's the address. We're going to withdraw it all. Let's throw all caution to the wind. We'll hit preview. We'll hit confirm. We got to put our Google Authenticator code in here. All right. They're going to send me an email. It's my other email. There we go. Let's confirm our withdrawal. All right. So now we just withdrew this UST, and I forgot to even look at the fee they charged me. I didn't notice, right? Here it is. Let's see. What did they charge me? Fee $6.57 out of my $59. That's why I didn't want to use the Ethereum network, because I didn't want to catch a fee. Right? Although Binance US is weird. They were going to charge me like $20 Bitcoin withdrawal fee on $50 worth of Bitcoin last week. I don't know what that's all about. All right. So that's on its way out. Am I going to see that? I should see it here. I don't see UST here, but let's see if we refresh. Is it going to show? It usually will in Ledger Live if Ledger Live supports it. So let's see here. I don't see it. Not yet. Let's go over here. Of course, it may not be. Yeah, that is so weird how I can't. Where is the contract address? Let's see if it's in CoinMarketCap. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, where's the contract? Okay, look, there, contract address. That's what I need. Right, let's go ahead and add it to Metamask. I don't know why it wasn't in CoinGecko. All right, now, see, when we add this to Metamask, Metamask sees the balance, right? Our 53. Oh, we lost $7, right? So now it's in Metamask. We can see it in Metamask. There's our UST, $53 worth. All right. Now I would like to get this over to Terra Station, right? So let's do that. Let's go to Terra Station. How much are we going to have left when we finally get it over here? I don't know. Right? But the reason we want it in native UST is so we can put it to work for us, right? We can earn interest on it. We can do DeFi with it. We can't do anything with the Ethereum version, right? So let's see. Well, I can do a send and then open up TerraBridge. Right? It wants to connect to my, okay. I was going to do this with Binance Smart Chain earlier, but we can't now. So we're going to do Ethereum. We'll connect to MetaMask, and there it is. Actually, we want we want the other one, right? We want, we want to connect to Ledger H, and we don't want to switch. We want to stay on the Ethereum network, right? We've got the $53 worth of UST. Let's refresh this and see if we get it. Right there. Oh, still, it hasn't switched yet. Okay. Let's try. Let's disconnect and reconnect. There. Now it's got the right address. And where's my UST? Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Same, yeah, that's the right address. There's the UST from Ethereum to Terra, but it's not showing up. Huh. Okay. Not seeing it. All right. Huh. Okay. Well, that's disheartening. Come on, dude. Where's my stuff? Maybe I try this other one? Nah. It looks like it's not going to work. I would assume that it probably would have worked just great on Binance Smart Chain, but Binance US has disabled Binance Smart Chain. So yeah, we're connected to the right wallet, but the Terra bridge does not see the UST balance. Maybe, well, I mean, it's there, right? It's there. It's definitely there. And we're on the Ethereum mainnet, and that's the address, and we've connected to the correct address on Terra Bridge, but it doesn't see our UST. That's disheartening. Well. Okay. We could use osmosis for this, now that we've got it over here. No, because we'd have to convert it from Ethereum, right? And we're still there's like no Ethereum interchangeability in osmosis that I'm aware of. And then there are some other cross-chain. Spooky Swap. We could try Spooky Swap. Phantom. There we go. Spooky Swap has a bridge where we could go from Ethereum. Oh, let's connect our wallet. Let's see what happens. We'll use this wallet. Okay, we'll connect. We need to. Well, no. We don't want to do that. How are we gonna? Okay, let's go back. We need this to be Ethereum, right? Select our token UST. No. So we're not gonna get this to happen, right? Whoops. So, wrapped ETH. Terra Bridge was my best hope, right? So why Terra Bridge when it's connected to this wallet? Let's flip. Nah. I still don't get it why it's not showing up. It should see it. Oh well. This all seems so advanced. Well, I thought that it was going to be fairly straightforward, but I'm running into some technical issues, right? I did not expect for this to happen, right? Anyway, let's see. What else can we do besides... Whoops. Yeah, here. Oops. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, we were going to go over to Anchor. We could still do that. Man, I still just really bothers me that it's not seeing the USD. We were so close. We were like this close. Okay. All right. I'm just going to have to live with it. All right, so we've got some Luna and we've got some UST. We already have some UST in here, right? In our Terra Station wallet, we were trying to transfer some more in here so that we could play around with it a little bit. But there's already some in here that we can deal with, right? And what can we do with this UST, right? Well, we can earn interest on it. I'm not sure if you can stake UST natively in Terra Station. I think you can only stake. Well, let's see. Let's try. We don't want the 0 ones. Boy, look at this. Oh, uptime. Okay. Commission. Let's do like 2% commission. I just want to see if I can. Yeah, it seems like they're all in the Terra Station wallet. It's all native Luna staking. So, but if we go over to Anchor, we can earn on all kinds of stuff, right? So what we would like to do, let's go over to the Earn program. There's some $5,000 worth of UST in here earning interest. It's earning about $1,000 a year, which is nothing to sneeze at for a stable coin, right? Now let's put a little more in here. Well, you can see that we're connected to that wallet, right? There's that balance of 96, which we were hoping to bump a little bit by withdrawing some more from Binance US, but that didn't work out for us. Maybe next week. I'll figure it out, right? It's not like that USD is going anywhere. I could transfer it back to Binance US for another fee, right? By the time I'm done with it, it'll be worth like 20, but whatever, right? We're not going to sweat the little stuff tonight. But we do have some available UST that we can deposit into the Earn program, right? See, there's 95. So let's just go ahead and put 90, up here, right? 90 UST in there, right? Let's hit proceed. Well, we'll need to authorize this with our Ledger device. So we're using the Terra app. So I need to make sure that I'm in the Terra. I need to make that I'm in the Terra app, right? Here's my go-to device. Let's get this. There we go. That's nice and clear. Let's get out of the Ethereum app. We never got to really figure out if clear signing was available on the Ledger Nano X or not, right? But there's the Terra app. Now we're in Terra. We can go ahead and post this. This Terra wallet is connected to my Ledger device. All right, so I have to authorize on the device. Blind signing doesn't come into it when we're using Terra. Let's sign there. Off it goes. And then our balance goes up. There we go. So we just dropped a little more in there, right? We dropped another 90 bucks in there. Looking good, right? So our total balance goes up and our expected interest goes up as well. That's not bad, right? That extra 90, 100 bucks is going to earn me another $11 per year, close to it. The interest rate is 19.5, right? So now you can sort of see the attraction of the Luna system, right? Because they have an algorithmic decentralized stablecoin that is pegged to the price of the US dollar through tokenomics. And they'll pay you interest on that stablecoin, which is much better than some of the other. So let's look into PancakeSwap real quick. So if we go over to our Metamask wallet again, and we switch back over to Binance Smart Chain, which I wanted to use earlier, switch back over to this go-to wallet, and let's go over to the the PancakeSwap website. I've got this wallet connected, and you can see if we go into pools that I'm staking cake in a single token pool, and I'm earning 62.59%, which is much better than 20%, right? But what's the drawback here? Well, the drawback here is that I'm getting paid in cake, right? And so my rewards and my total balance are all dependent on the price of cake, which fluctuates wildly when the crypto market is down. Some cake has been as high as 40. Right now, cake is running at $8.29 per cake. Actually, I think they tell you that at the top, right? $8.23 per cake. So when cake was 20, I was getting rewarded in cake, and those rewards were pretty good. But now that the price of cake has gone down, even though I'm still earning the 62% APY in cake, my dollar value-based rewards are lower, right? So with Terra, when I'm in Anchor, I'm not worried about the price of UST because it is stable, stays stable. Yeah, I guess we're getting close to that time. Oh, steaks are ready. Okay. Enjoy your steaks, Dan. Gravity bridge for ETH to osmosis. Aha! Gravity bridge. What is gravity bridge? Well, where is it? Use Gravity Dex today. Launch app. Ooh, this looks fun. Launch app. Okay, I'm going to connect to Kepler. It's in beta. We'll go ahead and connect to Kepler. Okay, how many things do I have to approve? A lot. Okay. Oh, it's Chihuahua. It's like having me approve all these chains. Okay, whatever. And one of them says, we'd like to transfer all of your crypto somewhere else. And so you're saying that there's a bridge somewhere? Okay, so it sees Ledger Nano X, and what is this total? Oh, the total balance, right? So that's my Kepler wallet, right? I've got some Atom in there. Some of it's being staked. I've got some Osmo in there. Some of it's being staked. I've got some Rowan. Okay, so all that's cool, right? But what I would like, I was hoping that I could figure out how to, oh well. There is a critical vulnerability update on Chrome. I would like to address that. What was the... Let me see if I can wrap my head around this. I'm trying to remember what this was. It had to do with Metamask. Okay. Chrome... Metamask vulnerability. Okay. February 2nd. This is not the one that I was thinking about. But this is a malware. So the first thing for this to work is that someone would need to get the malware on their computer. And most of this malware is lurking around on file sharing websites. So I personally don't go onto file sharing torrent websites and download cracked software and cracked movies. But that's how you get this malware on your computer, usually, right? Another way is maybe a phishing attack or something like that. But if you're running Malwarebytes anti-malware, then it's probably going to catch it before it actually gets installed on your computer. What I wanted to talk about was there was a specific attack via Metamask that someone mentioned that had something to do with someone proved that Metamask could get your IP address. Which I cannot find. Ugh. Damn it, I just can't find this. Oh, wait a minute. Is this it? Okay, yes, this is the one. All right, so this guy discovered this critical vulnerability in MetaMask that had to do with he was able to send an NFT airdrop to someone's MetaMask wallet in order to reveal their IP address, right? And he made a big deal about, you know, he's like, oh, I found this vulnerability. And MetaMask came out and said that MetaMask founder admitted in a tweet response, Alex is right to call us out for not addressing it sooner. Starting work on it now. Thanks for the kick in the pants. Sorry we needed it. They should have patched this vulnerability a long time ago, but they weren't that concerned about it until this guy posted this article and made a big deal about it. As it turns out, it's not as scary as it sounds. So you just have to kind of take all of these warnings with a grain of salt. Yes, it is a vulnerability, but it relies on a lot of assumptions. The first of which being, first of all, the attacker has to know your Ethereum address, right? And I guess if you're on Rarible and you have an account on Rarible and you're selling NFTs, your public address is knowable, right? But just because I'm on Rarible doesn't mean they know who I am. They know who I am because it's CryptoDad. It's like, but a lot of people will have a handle, and so their Rarible is not necessarily tied to their personal identity, right? And so this guy claims that, okay, I can send somebody on Rarible an NFT airdrop, and by way of this vulnerability, it reveals their IP address. Well, okay, fine. That even that IP address, unless you work for the NSA, you're not going to be able to translate that IP address into their identity. You might be able to figure out who their ISP is, or maybe what city they're in, or whatever. But just having someone's IP address is not, especially for, you know, just a normal dude, it's not going to give you like carte blanche access to all of their crypto, right? And this isn't even about stealing crypto. This is just about privacy, the IP address being revealed. Okay, yeah. So if I can figure out who you are and you have a bunch of NFTs, I could conceivably send some thugs over to your house to threaten you or whatever. But this is not a like empty your wallet hack. This is a privacy, revealing privacy hack, or revealing an IP hack, right? So this guy wants to, make a name for himself or whatever. Ooh, I just revealed this vulnerability and made a big deal about it. And there's a lot of rumors going around. Oh, this is so horrible. Why haven't this been fixed? Whatever. But I think one of the is this on Medium? Is this on Medium? Someone replied to this. Oh, the blog post. Right, the blog post. All right, so let's look. There was one reply that was here. Okay, here you go. Serious question. The tone seems a bit over the top, worrisome, i.e. that an IP address is exposed. For a motivated hacker, seems like getting a person's IP address could be obtained in 100 different ways than pushing fake NFT airdrops. Also, wouldn't having a VPN on your desktop and mobile device prevent the hacker from getting anything useful? Yeah. A mobile subscriber's IP address does not provide any details about the carrier or their location. You will sometimes be lucky to locate the city, let alone the precise location. Also, I forgot to mention, this is only if you're using MetaMask for mobile on your phone. This is not a vulnerability of MetaMask desktop, right? So pretty thin attack surface there. Right, so take everything you hear with a grain of salt. Short of NSA, best I can get to know where you are is your internal internet provider's location for most people, right? This is more recent than the Chrome just released on April 15th, and it is being shipped out to 3.2 billion users. I'm not sure if it's related to Chrome or is related to JavaScript. There are, there are a lot of vulnerabilities. Usually when Chrome, when someone discovers a vulnerability in the Chrome browser, it gets updated pretty quick. I believe I had to update my Chrome fairly recently. So those kind of vulnerabilities get patched. I think what I was talking about earlier was a MetaMask vulnerability, not a Chrome vulnerability. I can't remember. Let's take a look at this. What was it? Critical vulnerability getting exposed by MetaMask, right? This was a MetaMask thing. This other one that we were talking about was... That's so crazy. I don't know. I lost it, right? But there, and I will also, I'm going to say that there are a lot of people floating around on Reddit claiming that their hardware wallet was hacked. And when you go into a little exploration of the Reddit post and the Redditor, there's holes in the argument. There was one Redditor that claimed that his Ledger account was hacked and all of his crypto was stolen, and through MetaMask. And then upon more investigation, there were some holes in his story. And then, as it turns out, it's very, very likely that what he did was when he opened up his MetaMask and installed it, it asked him to enter a recovery phrase, right? So when you first launch MetaMask, you can do this, and it asks you for a private key. But when you first set up MetaMask, if you do an import, it asks you for a mnemonic phrase. So some people use the mnemonic phrase of their ledger to restore MetaMask, and you can do that. So basically what happens then is that your MetaMask is a mirror device of your Ledger device. So now someone can hack your MetaMask and steal all of the crypto wallets associated with your Ledger, bypassing the security of the Ledger device, right? Because you have exposed your Ledger seed phrase to MetaMask, right? And then if you suffer some kind of phishing or malware attack in MetaMask, that seed phrase is now exposed, right? Because MetaMask stores the private key on your computer, right? So there are a lot of stories going out that people are emptying hardware wallets. Not necessarily the case. When you use the ledger device properly and you store your seed phrase secretly in a place where no one can get it, and you don't give it out to anybody that tries to trick you. So a lot of these hardware hacks are people that are getting tricked into revealing their seed phrase, right? And these MetaMask vulnerabilities in conjunction with Ledger are generally people accidentally putting in their Ledger seed phrase into their MetaMask or some variation of that, right? I know that the Ledger device is not perfect. Nothing is perfect, but when used properly, it is very secure. And there are a lot of stories out there that you'll hear people saying, "Oh, it got hacked," and the Ledger database hack does not mean that the device is insecure, right? That happened last year. The customer database got leaked. All that means is that people are going to send you phishing emails, try to pretend they're from Ledger support, and try to trick you into giving up your seed phrase, right? It does not mean that the device is insecure. Anyway, I'm still confused why MetaMask forces users to make a wallet instead of just solely using your hardware wallet to connect to it. Okay, so yes, it would be cool if when you install MetaMask, you had the option of simply connecting the Ledger account without having to set up the MetaMask wallet. But MetaMask does force you to create an empty wallet first. And then after you do that, once you have done that, then you can import a hardware account by connecting. All right? It would be cool if you could do this at the very beginning, right? So that you don't have to even create an empty MetaMask account. But they don't, right? The only thing you can do when you first set up MetaMask is either create a new wallet and let them give you a seed phrase, or import a seed phrase from a previous MetaMask wallet. Do not put in your Ledger seed phrase when you do the import. Always connect your wallet using this interface after you have created your default MetaMask wallet. It would be great if you could go straight to this, but you can't. Don't know why. Probably it's just the way the wallet was built, right? There are other wallets like Terra that you can, on default, on initialization, you can go straight to this, but not in MetaMask. You have to create an empty wallet first. All right? Then you click Ledger, you click Continue. I have to make sure that I'm in my Ethereum app on my device. Right? We'll hit that. We'll hit Connect. And then this is how you connect your Ledger device, right? I've actually connected both accounts already. So, but if I had not, then they would be selectable, right? They're already just like dimmed because they've already been added to my MetaMask, right? So that's how you do it. You do it by connecting your device. See, there it is, Ledger H and the Ledger 2, right? Which is the one I call Ledger Main. We can edit this, right? We can call this Main. Right? But you do it after you have the initial MetaMask wallet set up. It would be cool if you could just install MetaMask and just connect directly to your Ledger, but you can't. Don't know why. Yeah, don't put your Ledger seed phrase anywhere. Very good advice, right? Like I said, set up MetaMask, write down your seed phrase, create your default account, right? Your account 1 or whatever it is. Then after that, you'll have access to Connect Hardware Wallet. Do it that way. Don't ever put your seed phrase for your Ledger device into the MetaMask import or any wallet import for that matter, right? Hey, I need help. I'm new to crypto. I live in the UK. Coinbase account restricted, so need new exchange. What ones do you recommend? Gemini and Kraken are ins I've looked at. Kraken is okay if you can get to it from the UK. I believe KuCoin might be a good choice if you're in the UK. KuCoin is based in Seychelles Islands. You can get yourself signed up for a KuCoin account. I think it's international. And they do allow you to purchase US Tether with a debit card. Pretty sure. Yeah. You do this fast trade, and using Visa, you can purchase some US Tether. And then you can trade on KuCoin. That might be your way to go. If you have access to Kraken or Gemini, I don't use Gemini. I've never used it, but it's it's a mainstream, trustworthy exchange. I do use Kraken. Kraken works. FTX, I guess. Yeah, I've never tried FTX either. I should. I haven't signed up for an FTX account. You might want to check them out. I think that might work in the UK. Is it safe to hold crypto on KuCoin? As safe as any other exchange. I generally don't like to keep much crypto on exchanges. So I would prefer to, make a trade and then move it back to my own wallet. But I think I've had some coins that I left on KuCoin for a while and they were fine. Haven't had any trouble with KuCoin getting hacked or anything weird like that. Right? KuCoin seems like a pretty stable exchange, right? But in general, you're better off self-custodying your crypto. Like after your trade, move it to your own wallet. Yeah, right. Mt. Gox got hacked and a lot of people lost their Bitcoin, right? So self-custody is, the mantra that I keep repeating here. Self-custody, self-custody, self-custody. Store it in your own wallet. Trade it on exchanges, buy it on exchanges, store it in your wallet. Right? That's the way I take it. Yeah, and like if it's a few $100 worth of crypto and you don't have a wallet yet, then there's no problem with keeping it on an exchange. Especially like a high-end exchange. Like all these exchanges I have here on the top, Coinbase Pro, Coinbase, Binance US, Kraken, KuCoin, Clever, I wouldn't, but FTX, I would say they're safe to hold, crypto for a while, right? If it's small amounts, right? But don't put your life savings on an exchange, just expect it to be there after 5 years, right? There's always like risks on exchanges, They could go down, they could go out of business, they could stop supporting the coin that you're holding on that exchange, they might not support withdrawals, that kind of stuff, right? IRS can seize your assets on an exchange just like they could on a bank, right? So self-custody is your key. Yeah, so if you have US dollar coin doing nothing, then it's more profitable to swap into UST and stake in Terra Station if you can pull it off, right? Right, you saw I was having trouble getting it converted, right? But KuCoin can do it easy peasy, right? You can go over to KuCoin. Where was I? Yeah, on KuCoin, you can swap your US dollar coin for UST. Please don't make me jump through too many hoops tonight. Yay. Okay. So you can deposit You could make a deposit of US dollar coin on KuCoin, right? And then you can trade US dollar coin for UST. And then after you have your UST, you can withdraw it on the Terra network also. That's one of the reasons I really like KuCoin, is that they support most of the networks natively, right? They support Luna, native Luna, right? So if you have UST and you buy and you trade for it on KuCoin, you can withdraw it straight into your Terra Station wallet. Hey, mobile Android. Kraken, yeah, I think Kraken also supports UST. I'll have to take a look at it, but I'm not sure if it's... Well, actually, Kraken supports Luna. You can buy Luna on Kraken. And native UST, I believe, right. Whatever other protocols are out there for Luna and UST. Is it cheaper to buy crypto on KuCoin and send it to Ledger, or just buy it on Ledger? Well, Ledger... you can't really buy on Ledger. That's kind of a misconception. You can choose buy, but in order to use this, you need to sign up for one of these third-party services. So they're going to charge you fees just like Coinbase and Binance US and Kraken and everything else. So you're still getting fees. Like, people seem to think that when you trade on in Ledger Live that it's like free. It's not, right? And it's not really being traded on Ledger Live at all. It's being done using a third-party interface on Coinify, BTC Direct, MoonPay, or Weir, right? These are also cryptocurrency swapping exchange sites, and they charge fees, right? So it's not really cheaper to do it over on Ledger, and you're not really doing it on Ledger. You're just using Ledger Live to interface with a third party. Hate to break it to you. I prefer to just do it the old-fashioned way. In my mind, is I use Ledger as my wallet. That's what I do. Ledger is where I store crypto, and if I want to trade crypto or purchase crypto, I go over to one of these exchanges that I know and trust. Right? These third-party... I'm not a big fan of Coinify, right? I've used Coinify before. Not too crazy about Coinify. Right? I mean, it's kind of flaky. I've never used either of these either. And Weir, I guess, is okay. But you have to go through KYC to use any of these, if I remember correctly. You have to give them your... You have to go through a verification process, give them your ID and maybe a selfie, all this stuff, right? So you're not doing anything on Ledger, right? You're doing it through one of these services. I do not know how to add HNT to Ledger Nano X, unfortunately, not off the top of my head. But all you got to do is go over here to crypto assets and then type in the coin. What was it? HNT? Doesn't look like it's supported at all in Ledger Live. I've never heard of it. So as far as I know, there's no way to add it to Ledger at the moment. Yeah. And these third-party apps are not that reliable either. Like, sometimes they fail. The main problem I have with these apps is that during the KYC process, something breaks, right? Because you're not really on their site. You're going through Ledger Live, and then something breaks. Like, you're trying to take the selfie, and the camera doesn't connect right, or you submit a selfie or a copy of your ID, and it says, I can't read it, failed to recognize, and it's just, it's always dodgy, right? Best altcoin with high staking rewards? Well, I would say right now, UST. That's what I like. UST, high staking. I don't know where we were. I lost it. Oh, we're on the wrong browser. Right, we were over in Anchor, right? Staking UST at 20%. Not like sexy, like 1,000%, but I'll take it. And then we're doing Pancake over here, 62% for cake, but relies on the price of cake. Are the fees insignificant? Like I said, 500K, would it cost me under £10? Metamask work fine after KYC. Ben Massey. Fees for what? Are you talking about Ethereum fees, transfer fees, withdrawal fees? Every exchange is slightly different. Sometimes you'll pay more than £10 on 500, possibly. Probably not that much more. Right. Don't want to get till I'm 18. I get involved. Don't want to miss out. Yeah. There's always going to be some fees with crypto when you're doing on-ramps and off-ramps, which I mean exchanges. And there's like network fees, like Ethereum network fees, Bitcoin network fees. Most of the network fees are fairly cheap depending on the crypto. It's the exchanges where you're going to pay. Like you saw when we withdrew that UST from Binance US for a $60 for a $60 withdrawal, they charged me like $6. Maybe if it was $500, it would have been less than 10. I don't know for sure. Seems like it levels off after you get in the higher end. So like 500 to 1,000, the percentage goes down. But I'm not buying 1,000 anytime. Haven't been lately. What will happen if the ledger gets damaged? Can they still restore their assets to the new ledger using the backup seed phrase? Yes. That's what your backup phrase seed is for restoring to a new device. Yes. If your ledger gets damaged, you can restore to a different device. Or you can have two devices and make sure they're mirrored so that if one goes down, the other is right there. Yeah, we talked about all of this at the beginning of the live stream. So if you're curious about how restore works and how to migrate to new devices, I would suggest going back to the beginning of the live stream. We cover that in depth. All right, guys, I got to go. It's been great. I went a little bit over. It seems like people tend to jump in towards the end with burning questions. But I got to quit someday. It's been more than 2 hours. So don't forget, we do this every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me and hope to see you again soon.